Imagine spending more than 90% of your day's time on a desk in a 1649 square feet space. You want everything within your reach: your MacBooks, your iPad, your camera gear, your sound monitors, your lighting equipment, and even your newly built 16 terabyte NAS setup. All in a place where you shoot A-rolls, videos, some crazy B-rolls, and even sit down to edit them all. Well, this right here is exactly the YouTube studio space I am talking about. Hi, I'm Somrat and I've been in the content creation space for the last 6 years. And because I'm a tech nerd and an artist both into one, I was able to carefully design a space in a clean, minimalist layout. And the best part is, it's only a single cable setup. So let me show you around. So I waited till 100k to record this video, and let's not waste any more time and start with the first item, which is the desk. Now, I've been trying to find a white desk, which is also very big. I couldn't find in Amazon, and this is like 2 years ago. So I got this from IKEA. I don't remember the model. I will put all the model in the link below and also on the screen. This is the editing rig that I've been using for the past 4 years, if I'm not wrong. It's 2020 16-inch MacBook Pro. Talk about the configuration. You can see ZM1 Max 32GB. Yeah, it cost me a lot of money back then, around 3.3 lakhs, but it was really worth it. So everything that I do is from this MacBook, and I still don't think I will upgrade it. So I'm also reviewing other MacBooks because you've asked me how the editing performance differ. A lot of reviewers don't actually talk much about advanced editing. They just show a couple of timelines. So this is the M1 Pro 16-inch. And this is a last generation M3 Pro MacBook with 18 gigabytes of RAM. There's also M4 Pro coming very soon with I think 48GB of RAM, and M4 MacBook Air with 24GB of RAM. Because a lot of you people ask me how to do those motion graphics and is MacBook good enough. Now this is very interesting, that one cable setup that I use to power everything. I will come to it very soon because there's a lot of explanation to do there. But let's move to the next part. The monitors. Now you will feel okay. These are very old monitors. The 24-inch, 1080p, 60Hz refresh rate. Both of this. This is a bit more color accurate. But I like the 4 side bezel-less design. This is from LG. Again, model will be down below. I don't think you can buy this now. This is the Dell one. And this is standing on a arm which is behind, which you can't see. So these are part of the arm. As you can see, you can move this around. You can also actually rotate this. I'm not gonna try that right now. Now, why this setup really makes a lot of sense is if you're really serious about video editing, editing reels, vertical content, and After Effects obviously. You can actually rotate this in a vertical format, keep the After Effects timeline in here, and just edit to your heart's content. So this is really good. Other than that, this is another white, sort of like a mini desk in here where I keep the other laptops. Now talking about what keyboard and mouse I use. I always wanted to use like a mechanical keyboard, also which is more tuned towards creators and not gamers. So I ended up using the Logitech MX Mechanical Mini. I don't want a big keyboard because I have to travel a lot also. So this is very compact and it's really having a lot of support for both Windows and Mac, and it's mechanical, so it sounds good. Good amount of travel. And mouse is not a rocket science. This is the MX Master 3S because I like how silent it is. Now talking about the headphones that I use as my daily driver, these are the Sony XM1000, the 4th generation basically. These were really good. I love the bass of this. Now talking about a speaker that I'm really proud of are these speakers that I got recently, which is from Edifier. I was looking for a speaker which is white because it goes really well with the setup. These are the only ones that I could find in budget. I think this is around 8,000-9,000 if I'm not wrong, and they sound really good. Best thing is you can actually connect it to your setup and also use as like Bluetooth speaker. Now talking about some things that are supposed to not be part of the setup, which is the clock. Since my childhood I am very conscious about time. I love the idea of time and everything around, so you will see a lot of clocks around in here. So this is another hourglass that I love. I think this is for 5 minutes. So yeah, I can do like a physical Pomodoro session using this. This is another one. This is a little expensive, but I really love this clock a lot. Again, I will put a link on the Amazon, and this just flips and gives a really nice sound. Now talking about this is like a wireless setup where I can both charge my watch and my phone. So talking about my daily driver, which is my phone, is the iPhone 14 Pro if I'm not wrong. I still don't feel like upgrading this simply because it still does not lag. Only thing I really don't like about is the battery life. is just not good enough for me. And if you talk about the clock, this is Apple Watch Ultra Generation 1, rocking a Spigen case. Talking about the most important part of the setup are my ducks and a duckling. This is very signature to my style, so this is... Now this is a very special project that I'm working on, which is building a NAS for myself. Now NAS stands for Network Attached Storage, and this is very important if you're a serious video editor and a content creator, even an agency owner who manages a lot of editors, because you don't have to fiddle with hard disk. You can completely ditch online services like Google Drive, because let's be honest, it's a real mess trying to manage those subscriptions. And I'm really thankful ASUS Store has actually sent me their flagship NAS. Really excited to build this setup. Usually all the NAS that you see online uses their Intel N100 series of processors, which are good, but this is much powerful. It comes with a quad-core Ryzen processor and it has 10 GBE, not just one but two. It is very important because then you can edit multi-timeline over the network, which if you have a team of editors trying to access all the files and editing directly on NAS, which trust me is much better than trying it on Google Drive, it's gonna be great. And it comes with internal 16 GB of DDR5 and you can upload 12 SSDs. Talking about the SSDs, in the picture I have 2 units of Crucial P310 4TB each. Old school, really good ones are the P3 Plus that you can find. So total we have around 16 TB of space. Yeah. Now to complete the setup, we need 10 GBE Ethernet adapter. Now let's cut to the chase and set up this bad boy, and I will give you a live demo of my editing videos directly on this NAS. So now it's time to unbox this bad boy. It can support up to 12 SSDs. I don't need a network switch, so I can connect directly one of those to my Mac, and I can also connect one of those to my router, and that would be accessible to all of my editors and my team so that they can access all the files and the footage. Okay, this is not as big as I thought. It's very compact. Let's see what do we get inside. So first we get a quick installation guide, probably cable management, and yeah. Now that's a very decent size power adapter. It's not very big and chunky. I can also have my own server out of this. I will test it soon. If you want me to test those stuff, drop a comment down below. Time to see how it looks. Wow, it has a plastic build, so it's not very heavy, and you can actually, I think, even carry this. Okay, the size for reference is definitely smaller than a PS5, and I like this sort of a setup where it's, instead of this, it's actually this, because then it doesn't occupy too much of vertical space. So if you see, the design is pretty intelligent, because there are 2 fans in here. One fan I think directly blows on top of the CPU, the Ryzen one. 4 4TB SSDs. So we have 16 TB of space. Hopefully after this I won't need to be bothered with Google Drive subscriptions. And this beautiful adapter that Akasis has sent me. This is a 10 gigabit Ethernet to Thunderbolt adapter. It supports up to 40 gigabits per second, which is insane. Wow. So the quality of this one is like really good. It's metal. It's I think it's CNC aluminum. It's really great. So here, as you can see, there's this 40 Gbps Thunderbolt cable that I have to plug into my laptop. Moment of truth. Time to turn on the NAS. So it's popping. So this went green, means now let's try to transfer a big file. It's 19 GB file. Also try to monitor it. Go to activity monitor. So we're using about 300-400 Mbps. Okay. That was pretty good. Let's see if you can stream this.
Yeah, all done.
Okay, that's impressive. Let's check if we can do a speed test. More first. Home. So you can actually also kind of benchmark speed test over the network. So it says home 1% use. Let's see. Give us a better idea of how well all of the things are performing right now. That's insane. That's proper 1 Gbps. See, for my use case, most of the times I'm just gonna write it overnight. But I think the read is very important for me because a lot of the editors will be simultaneously trying to access all of these files. Pretty good, pretty good. I think the best test would be to actually dump a Premiere Pro project into this NAS and see if I can actually edit off the NAS. So I have this Premiere Pro project in here, and let's see if we can actually stream edit. As you can see, there's a lot of text layers, a lot of B-rolls. Pretty good. I think I can edit on this. So to Somrat. That is flying, guys. Render this. So the export is complete. Let's go and check just live playback. fast, sir. Yes. Can you imagine this is like over the network and it's not directly connected to the system? Crazy. There's actually a lot more going on into the NAS, like this gallery app, and there are more stuff in here, a lot of advanced stuff. So if you want me to make a detailed video about this and how I'm going to personally set up for my editing workspace so that my editors who are working remotely can also access this, then drop the comment NAS and I will be back with that video. So the lighting setup is very simple. These are from ProLight and I'm using a Godox soft box with honeycomb mesh setup. These are generic light stands and I have one here, and talking about other lighting, accent lighting, I use like a light bar. This is an RGB light bar that I got not from India, I guess. This is newer light bar and it's pretty good. It's RGB, so you can actually change the colors and have some settings and all. Pretty good. Talking about the camera setup, you're watching this on Sony ZV-E1 and it's rocking the Sigma 10 to 18mm lens. Although this is a crop sensor lens, I like that vignette feeling. I think this costs around 60 to 65,000, but this is the lens. This is the first lens I ever got for my camera. This is the Tamron 28 to 75mm, one of the best lenses in the budget if you're using Sony. Talking about the mic that I use is this DJI mic. This is the generation 1 ones. I'm already using, so you can't see. This is the receiver, this is the mic, and you can also connect it on your Android and iPhone. These are pretty expensive. When I bought it, these were like rocking for 30,000-ish. These are really good, so this just does the job for me. Now the most magical piece of this setup is this one cable solution that I use is from Dell. So I use a Dell Thunderbolt 4 dock. It's very dusty right now, but every monitor, everything that you see is connected through it. And it also charges the laptop. So it's a Thunderbolt 4 dock and I simply connect it, and even everything that you see just switches. Best thing is because I use my office laptop also, so I can simply use one cable and I don't have to bother ever about using all of these ports. So that was my mini studio tour, and if you love this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you have any comments about my setup, do drop a comment down below. We are building a community of editors in India. My Discord is free for now, so do check out that. I will be teaching my editing breakdowns, sound design breakdowns and things here and there. So see you in the next one.
Touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now, top